Full time at St James's Park, Newcastle United 2, Hellas Verona 0.
Hello everybody, welcome to Newcastle Fans TV. This is the review. We've got people behind the camera, so we'll just crack on. We're going to be talking about the game, obviously, which we won against Hellas Verona 2-0. We've got Will with us, I've got Elisha with us, the other two presenters on the channel. Well, let's begin what we normally begin with, the lineups. Will, talk us through the lineups.
Elliot, right back Manquillo, because Yedlin was injured. Then Clark and Lejeune, I've learned, not Lejeune. Left back Dummett, Hayden and Shelby in midfield, Perez in number 10, Richie on the right, Atsu on the left, and Mitrovic up front. Nailed it. Fantastic.
Well, is there any surprises for you there?
Well, we all found out today that Gale was injured, and that would probably have been the main one. Apart from that, not really. He seems to have kept that quite consistent. I mean, the only one you could probably say would come into that side at the minute would probably be Lascelles, but he's recovering from injury still.
Do you think he'll make it next week?
I think he'll probably stick with this one that went out today. If Gale's not back, I think it'll be pretty much exactly the same.
Okay, fantastic. Elisha, no nerves, because I know we've got an audience. Talk us about the game in general. First half, second half?
First half was much better than second half.
First 20 minutes was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, first 20 minutes was brilliant. I don't think Verona's actually offered anything though. So I think we can say we played well, but if you look at the opponent, how they played, they did make it look easy. So I wouldn't take that much from it going towards Tottenham.
We didn't really learn anything from... Did we learn anything from that game? Because they didn't offer any test at all. They couldn't even put 5 passes together and then the ball went out.
No, I have said that Shelby's passing with Richie was a lot better, but you can say that when Tottenham come, the defending's going to be much better. So are they going to get that space to be able to do that?
So second half, we've seen the changes, game went a little bit dead. We've seen a couple of chances. Roland Aarons was very bursting, very impressive. Seen De Jong had a chance, Richie did. We've got a few options now. Rafa's talked about this counter-attacking system that going in Tottenham. Are we going to play a counter-attacking system?
At home against Tottenham, I think we might, because Tottenham tend to go full on for 90 minutes. So I think our only opportunities could probably come from counter-attacking.
Let's quickly get some match reaction from the Newcastle media.
I want to be clear, so we are looking for different options. So it's not that we have one name, we have 3 or 4 options, and if we cannot one, we have to go for the other one. That's what we are trying to do from the beginning.
I know you don't like talking about names, but Lucas Perez was mentioned last week. Is he one we can rule in or rule out?
I like the player because I have good friends in Coruña. I know that he did really well. And he came here, he was not playing too many games, but I like the player.
And in terms of injuries, I mean, everyone seemed to get through today unscathed.
Yeah, we have a lot of, couple of knocks today, and that's it. Gale is what I said before. It's more the feeling. He needs confidence to be sure that he can do what normally he's doing, sprinting and going and doing everything in the same way that he was doing before. So now it's a question of confidence, so we carry on pushing, training, and hopefully he will get back his confidence.
Will, so obviously we heard reaction there. What do you think of the squad at the minute?
I think it's lacking a striker.
Oh yeah, I would agree.
And especially with Gale injured, because last season that was a massive problem in the second half. Constantly had this. I think it's hamstring again. It's the same issue.
And not only if Gale does miss the Spurs game next week, we've only got Mitrovic unless he plays De Jong or Perez further up.
Yeah, we need another striker. I mean, it's very difficult because we all were talking about at the start when Rafa said he was going and every penny was going to him, that there was this massive transfer war chest, is I know a word that everyone likes to use, of like 70 to 100 million pounds, and it clearly isn't the case, because we spent 30 and seem to be out of it completely and going for loan deals. So we've just got to capitalise on players who are maybe at bigger clubs and not getting as much game time. A name that I would like at the hat is Lucas Perez, because
I would go for him. Because
whenever he played for Arsenal, he seemed to do quite well. He's got a lot of attributes. He's kind of similar to Gale, and Rafa seems to prefer that kind of striker. Also, he can play striker 10 on the left as well, so he gives us options. I think the Hossley one, what was it, 15 million? I wouldn't pay 6.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't, no. I don't understand the goalkeeper one. I think the only other one is left back, because he seems to want to sell all of them. He seems to want to sell all of them, so he needs somebody. But struggle for names.
Elisha, I just want to touch on the actual signings that we do have.
Yeah.
Is anybody of those 5 that we've gotten in the first team are like, oh, he looks pretty decent then?
Murphy. I think over pre-season Murphy's been looking very good.
Do you think he'll be more of an impact player this season though? Do you think he'll start against Spurs?
I don't think he'll start. I think he'll be like a half-time to 60 minutes, bring him on for like fresh legs and energy.
Okay. A lot of fans obviously loving Florian Lejeune.
Yes.
Are you one of them as well?
I think
Jury's still out for you?
Yes, he's still got to prove himself.
That's because you loved Jamal Lascelles, isn't it? So, you know, so the performance, I don't think we've learned a massive amount today, as I think we both agree. I'll tell you what I do like though, and I've said this on the videos loads of times, is Shelby having that little bit of licence. Instead of just sitting, he's allowed to spray it, then move forward if he wants to.
Yeah.
Is that a formation that we're going with the Spurs game with, or do we tuck him further back?
The 4-2-3-1.
Well, we're not going to change that, well.
No, of course not. I think.
But do you push Shelby further forward?
I think it's difficult because Tottenham are a very, very, very good team, and I think he's going to have to keep his discipline because they'll just absolutely just pick him apart. You know, they've got, what was it, Kane, Ali, Ericsson,
Son.
yeah, and he doesn't even start. It's you know, he's got to have his discipline, so he probably will just put the brakes on a bit. I think when he sort of makes them sit a little bit further deeper and probably just keep pinging it, forward for probably Cristiano and Richie again. But I think against teams like Watford, like Bournemouth, probably giving that bit more licence to roam forward.
Okay. Finally, Elisha, have we learned anything from today?
Not really, because I don't think they're tested to it, to be honest. I think the real test is going to be next Sunday. I think then we're going to learn how we're going to cope with this league, like we did with the Championship. We had to take.
Is the defeat such a bad thing in the first game of the season, or is it the performance you want to see?
The performance, because you know there's so many more games where you can pick up points, but if we can see that there's kind of hope there and we do a decent performance but we just miss out, then I'd be happy with that.
Fantastic. So that's the thought of well, each and every one of us. That's been the review. Give the video a like, and obviously have a look at our channel for all the other videos about today as well. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye bye.